Both you guys had career highs tonight. Osei, I guess I'll start with you. You told Daniela Bruce in the television interview after the game today, certainly no Jalen, no Jamal in there. You kind of assumed that leadership role. Didn't miss a shot here tonight. What was working for you, and really what was your mindset coming into this game?
Well, I started off kind of slow, and Coach told me that we didn't have energy because I started off slow. So from that point on, I just picked it up and saw the ball go through a couple times and just kept shooting it.
Was it just that simple? You get those 2 free throws to go, and because it really seemed like the stroke was pure just based on making those couple free throws. It really did seem to set you off.
Yeah, that's really what it is. Just seeing the ball go through the basket makes anybody feel good. So that's just happened, and I kept shooting.
Absolutely. Well, what about for you here tonight? Certainly a career high, too. We've seen your development kind of step by step by step. Do you feel that way, too? Do you feel that you continue to improve day by day?
Yeah, definitely. Especially playing a team like this, I get to, get it going. My shot, my game's been a little slow lately, but this opportunity for my teammates made me better, and myself be able to make my teammates better. So it's definitely helped, and I've definitely gotten better as the season's been going.
What about the speed of the game? I know a lot of people talk about, you walk out there and boom, you guys are at West Virginia, and obviously that game's moving pretty quick. Is the game slowing down for you as you've gone on?
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, compared to one of our first step foot on that West Virginia court, it was really fast, and obviously I wasn't ready at that time, but it's definitely slowed down, and I'm starting to see improvement. And my teammates are getting more confident in me too.
I'll say, what about the time at in the zone defense for you? You've kind of been a guy when Micah comes out of the game. When you come into the game, you've been kind of a key player defensively with what you've been able to do. Was it nice to be kind of the go-to guy on offense though? I know you take a lot of pride the way you defend and the way you run the zone and stuff like that, but it's got to be fun to cut loose and pull it, as they say.
Yeah, of course. It was exciting, especially being a freshman, to get out there and just be able to shoot it and not think about it.
Will, just to follow up for you, you mentioned it's nice to be able to play games like this where you can kind of test things, do different things, and learn something. Is there anything specific that you felt you improved on or you learned from this game?
Well, yeah, being able to be more of like a facilitator, being able to I had 4 assists, and that's definitely my career high for assists. So being able to set up my teammates too, and just kind of have a
career high or higher than your career total.
Yeah, exactly. But just being able to set up everybody.
Thank you. Good.
All right, okay, this one's for Will. Are you starting to get more comfortable on the court?
For sure, yeah.
You want to expand on that?
Yeah. Well, also, the plays. I'm at the beginning. I just didn't remember the plays. I didn't understand them sometimes, but I just been doing a lot of studying. So as I'm understanding the plays better, I actually know what's going on and what the next pass should be, or the reads and stuff. So, all that helps. As just play more games, get more experience.
This one's for Osei. Coming on campus last July as a freshman, did you ever imagine you would play these kind of minutes?
No, but I just kept working and made sure that I was working hard enough and doing the right things to get on the floor. So this is where hard work has got me.
Okay, that'll do it for the players. You guys are dismissed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dismissed. You want to keep that, probably? No, go ahead. Take it. It's yours, man. Get it framed. May never say anything like it again. Well, for an opening statement, a lot of people questioned, why would you do this, right? Why would you play this game in January? And to be honest with you, I'm thinking about maybe in the future saving a game in the schedule like this to put in at this time of the year, because I can't tell you how good this is for our team and our guys. To have Jalen and Jamal on the bench cheering and, just role reversals. and getting a chance to see your young guys after, you practice the preseason, then you start playing some games. And then they've just every day at practice, so-and-so is the point guard for, Green Bay, or they're playing this role to help the team. And then we get role reversal like this in a game that you probably know you're going to win. And it just feels good. It makes the locker room better. And it gives me some confidence. It gives me some confidence in some players. And so I really like this. I think this thing was really, really good for our team and our group. Knew hurt his ankle, and Osei started cramping up because he wasn't used to that many minutes. But Chris Conway passed protocol today, but he just, without having practiced in that, we didn't think it was the right thing to do. He had some aches and pains, and when we worked him out this morning, and we decided just not to play him tonight. And obviously, if he'd have played, that would have made it a little different as far as minutes were concerned. So this was really, 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 really good for us. And I want to thank it looked like, what'd the attendance, 600 or something like that? Yeah, so for those people to come out for a game like this, those are true fans, man, and they got to see. The big thing they got to see was Josiah Price. I've said all year, and I've told colleagues in the league, I think Josiah Price is the best freshman in our league, but nobody's ever going to know that. There's a kid at Northern Kentucky, and he's deserving. Has been 5 times freshman of the week, and last year we had a lot of freshmen of the week because we played a freshman, and they were important pieces. This year, the true freshman, only a true freshman can win that award, and or not, but COVID freshmen can't win that award. And Osei is not going to, he's playing a role with some really, really good players on a really, really good team, and he's playing that role tremendous. Tonight you got to see the future. You got to see what that kid can do. That kid can shoot the ball, man. And he's smart and he's intelligent, and that's why he's playing such a great role for us in the regular season, the real, the conference, the real thing. And tonight he got a chance to be the man, and I think you're going to see, as we turn this over and Jamal's gone and Jalen's gone in a couple of years, and we turn this into Micah, Trey, and Jose in the same class when they get to be, juniors and seniors. How are you going to guard those 3 guys, So we're really excited about our future, and you got a chance to see it tonight.
Camp, you talked about the scheduling of this game. Where you guys sit right now at 8-1 the Horizon League in the top 100 in the net with where you are. Did you find that, and I know how you schedule and you're about revenue and those types of things if you can. Are you finding it tougher to get a text back or get a call back now from some Power 5s?
No, and we'll talk about this on the radio show tomorrow night on how this game got scheduled and everything. So tune into the radio show if you want to hear the real stuff.
1270 a.m. the bet, everybody, 7 o'clock.
We tried. I talked to Ohio State, Minnesota, Michigan, Dayton, at least 2 more. I can't right now think of who they are, that lost games and needed games. And I begged and pleaded to play. We wanted it for, our strength of schedule was 9th non-league this year, 9th in the country. And playing a Michigan, Ohio State, those types of things would have really increased that and improved that, which would help our net and help everything. So that's what the first thing I wanted to do. But tonight was the only night I would play a non-league or even a make-up league game. Tonight was the only night I would do that. And I would only do it on the road if it was going to be for the type of money that could improve our program and improve the athletic department. That's it, okay? I'm not going to play a road game that didn't do something special for our program. And I'm not going to play anything else. We're in the middle in the league of 8 out of 10 on the road. If you want to look at that, We're 8-1. We've played 3 times at home. This was only our 6th home game this year, and 2 of them are Dearborn and Ohio Christian. Cleveland State leads the league at 9-1. 8 of their 10 league games have been at home. Why would I do that to my team? Why would I schedule a game? The rest of the time, we've just came off 4 road games. We're in the middle of 8 out of 10 on the road. I'm not going to go play a road game unless it would help the athletic department. My job is to give my team its best opportunity to win a championship. That's my job, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Just a quick follow-up to that, and apologize for maybe not knowing exactly how it works, but the UDM game, the Detroit game, is a big one for you guys. Is there a chance that gets rescheduled, or could that have been enough?
No. There is a chance that with COVID, more games will get canceled. So if we have a weekend that happens, the league will move us like we did last year, and it makes sense that we'll go to Detroit then. So that's the possibility that's going to happen. If none of our league games get canceled anymore, then we're done. I mean, we'll just play out. We're at our max number. The way it worked, the way it's going is, Green Bay didn't come here. They're not coming. Nobody is asking Green Bay to come to Oakland. We're not asking them to come to Oakland. We know they're not going to. They're not going to leave Green Bay and come play here on a Monday. Or are they going to play us or Detroit? They missed both those games. There's no mandate by the league to make those games up. The league has allowed us to do that. So every program is doing what's best for them. Detroit's doing what's best for them. Oakland's going to do what's best for them. Green Bay's going to do what's best for them. And they should. And there's nobody that can tell me what's best for us other than me, right? I'm the guy that runs the shop. So we're going to do what's best for those 14 kids in that locker room. So to me, this was what was best, and that's what we did. We've not missed any games. We're not the school that's missed any games. So you don't put a hardship on the team that didn't miss the games.
Well, thank you. That's it from me.
All right, we'll go with some social media questions. For Greg, part of the reason for scheduling this is to help you develop the bench, which will be important down the road. Please expand upon that.
I wish I could ask that person if they were listening to the 4-hour opening statement I made. Expand on how it can help the bench. Well, Will Shepard, who averages about 2.5 minutes a game, just got 31 minutes, and he got 17 shots, and we got to run plays that I could find out if he could run them or not, and more importantly, understand what we're trying to accomplish with the plays. Josiah Price got 31 minutes. Now, he'll get that, but he got 31 minutes as the man versus 31 minutes as a role. Play your damn role, Josiah, or you're not going to be out there. We got to find out about Ty Wyman. He got to shoot some shots today. Brody Parker got to run the point for a while. So we got to find out a lot about our bench. I will tell you that the Ohio Christian game did wonders for Chris Conway. Wonders. Now, he got COVID and he's a little bit injured, and that slowed his progression down. It would have been wonderful if he could have played tonight. But this was a really, really good game for our bench.
At what point did you realize Osei would be such a big contributor to this team?
This year, when we recruited him, we knew. I mean, if it wasn't for COVID, we probably wouldn't have gotten Osei. We got Josiah Price because of a relationship I have with a coach, who's a prep school coach who called me on the phone and said, this kid is being very under-recruited, and I think he'd be perfect in your system. And when I didn't even need to see the kid, because the guy that did that's been a Power 5 assistant at big-time programs who's ended up going to take a prep school job because his wife got cancer. So he had to get out of the business, and then now getting back in it, this guy knows. And so I was on a walk in downtown Detroit when he called me, and I said, text me some video clips. While I was walking, I was looking at the video clips, and before I even got home, I'd called him back and said, we'll take him right now. And I knew when I saw the video clips, and I knew when this guy told me this, that this young man can really play. And it was, we only had the scholarship because Oladapo left. You know, if Oladapo hadn't left, this kid wouldn't be here. Funny how things happen.
Coach, you mentioned these games are confidence boosters for your young players. Who can you say confidence is growing in because of these games?
Well, I think there's confidence that I have in them as much as them having, but I think everybody that played tonight, I just talked to them in the locker room, everybody that played tonight, man, they did a great job. They did a great job, and they took a step closer to changing their role with the team. You know, Brody Parker and Newsome are there in case something goes wrong during the game. And I feel more confident that I can throw them in. Will Shepard, the game's got to slow down. He just talked about it. This will help it slow down for him. So.
For Coach, talk about this weekend's games. What do you expect from UIC and IUPUI?
Well, IUPUI, it's been a real struggle for them. You know, they've had COVID issues. They've had all kinds of problems. They've had injury problems. He took over a depleted roster. I'm going to tell you something about Coach Crenshaw, the coach there. This won't be that way in 2 or 3 years. This man can coach. This man was a hell of a player. The last time IUPUI went to the NCAA tournament, he was their point guard. He's a military guy that was 28 or 9 years old when he was playing. And I've had the greatest respect for that young man since I met him and competed against him. And trust me, IUPUI is going to be a good basketball team shortly. The transfer portal and what he'll do, they'll change this around quickly. What we expect from them is a depleted roster that's going to play their butts off, and if you don't come to play, they're going to slap you and hurt you. UIC is starting to get healthy and get everybody back. They were on a 3-game winning streak, and they had a bad weekend this week. They played good, but they just couldn't hold on and win games. They've got Detroit on Thursday night, and I hope that game goes 7 overtimes because I'm a little scared of UIC. I think they're starting to get all their players back.
Anybody else have any more questions? Okay, thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.